I said it. I said it yesterday in one of the videos I made that this weekend wasn't over. There was still going to be a Saturday night craziness that was going to blow out of proportion. And I must tell you, at this point, Big Brother is working towards disqualifications because Ike has literally having a mental breakdown and he's insulting Big Brother, insulting people, and this will lead him to get out of the competition and be embarrassed for a stupid attitude. Somadina is trying to understand how he can handle Angel, so he's seeking for help from other housemates. Seyi and Alex had to fight. Bbnaija is instigating. Kidwaya and Doyin are trying to build a ship or something as they're settling their issues. This and more is what I'm going to offload onto you, my beloved. So of course, if you're new to this channel, make sure you watch this video till the end because I'm not here to come play with you. You understand? Please, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. Click on the bell button for notification, and every post I make, kindly share, comment down below, and also share this video so that more people can get to see this. Now, this might be little to you, but it means a lot to me. And I really, 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 really do appreciate. Without further ado, let us get into the video and everything that, oh my God, my head is full. And there's still more happening. Oh, it's not like there's nothing happening. There's still more happening. But let's start from here. So after the Saturday night party, you remember that a number of housemates were locked out of the party. One of them was Angel, and it really pissed her off that by the time the party was done, Big Brother opened the door and these guys went out. And Somadina was trying to talk to Angel and she was ignoring him and told him to leave her alone. And this was really bad because he felt like this was another trouble. This was going to be something else and it was hurting him. He didn't know how to handle it and he didn't want to get another strike. Let it not be that he provoked someone or something. So he went to talk to WhiteMoney, and WhiteMoney was laughing and saying, that's how Angel is really. You need to stay calm, wait for her to calm down, and she's going to get right back at you. And all these things will be settled. Such a person, there's a way to follow her. He went on to tell her, call Cross and told Somadina that here is Cross. Cross is the best person to handle this issue or tell you how to handle it. And Cross was like, Angel is like a seesaw. She just go like up, down, up, down. Her mood swings so bad. You need to be patient and understand how to handle it. Moving on from that, we then saw that Ike was in the pink room where Adekunle, a few number of housemates, including Bbnaija, was there. And Bbnaija was running him through a therapy session, for him to calm down because he was already getting angry. Now, I didn't know what exactly was getting him pissed. They started counting numbers, I think 10, 20, or 1 to 100 for him to calm down. But it wasn't really working because he was jumping numbers. He was literally jumping numbers. And she was like, no, stop. Don't jump numbers. Follow me. And they kept counting. And then, of course, moving on from that, we saw that Doyin and Kidwaya were in the dressing room in a very beautiful, rather cozy positions as they decided to settle. It turns out Ilebaye told Doyin to go and talk to Kidwaya and understand his own perspective. And they were talking here and she was like, Ilebaye spoke to me. I didn't understand that it was exactly the the money point task you came to talk about. I was really pissed, and that's how I react when I'm pissed. So now you understand. So were you really not going to talk to me because of all this? And why Kidwaya said, yeah, he didn't want to talk to her. He wanted it to all die down before he gets to push anything so it doesn't cause more chaos. And then Big Brother called Kidwaya and he was like, he was going to be back. And she told him that make sure you get back. Oh. And then here was CeeC saying, I see what is happening here, because they were really cozy, as though his ship was going to build. But moving on from that, right, we now saw that Doyin and Kidwaya needed to clear this out in total. And Kidwaya was explaining himself that he was not the one who said anything that was instigating somebody to go and attack Ilebaye in the way that it was done. So of course Kidwaya called Pere and Ike, and when they came over, Kidwaya defended himself and said it was just a money point he really wanted to fix with Ilebaye, and that it was Pere that, even Pere was there, and Pere said, well, he was the one who said all the nasty things about her. And this was because when Kidwaya wanted to talk to Ilebaye about the the money point tag, she was still pissed, and she told them to leave here. And she called Pere a puppet. And Pere said, he's old enough to be people's elder brothers here, so he doesn't like that kind of disrespect, and that was what hurt him. That was why he said she was going to get another strike that would make her leave. And Doyin countered him, saying that, what, you actually said you guys would get her another strike. She deserves another strike. You didn't say that she was going to cut as though it was going to be voluntarily. And he said yes, that Big Brother actually edited it to make him seem like he was a villain, that he said this first before saying that she will get another strike or she deserves another strike. And soon Ike was blowing hot, and then he interjected in that conversation and was saying that at this point he doesn't care, that if anybody comes for his friends, that was why he did what he did, that if anybody comes for his friends, he's going to do much more and he's going to get more strikes. He doesn't care, he doesn't give an F. And that, can you imagine, Ilebaye took the drinks from Seyi's locker and nothing was done for his guy. That was why he did, and he's not remorseful. He just was blowing hot. He went on to start saying that anybody that even tries nonsense, he was going to vandalize their stuff. And Doyin was like, if you want to vandalize mine now, but don't go to my friends. And then boom, he attacked her with words, saying that yes, he's going to vandalize. She's a scaredy pants. She's crying now. He's going to deal with her. He called her a bitch. Like, he kept calling her that word. That at this point he does not care if he gets another strike, and that what he's feeling now is like Big Brother is actually biased. This game is actually biased. From there he moved on. Angel came and dragged Doyin, of course, alongside with Kidwaya. They dragged Doyin away, and then Pere and Ike went to the pink room where they met Venita, who they were trying to explain what happened, that Kidwaya called them to come and have a conversation, and then everything just blew out of proportion with Doyin feeling that she was right. And then Venita called Doyin a skinny skeleton bone bitch, that Ike should not get another strike because of that filthy thing. And Ike kept shouting that, strike and disqualification is his brand. After all, Doyin said he got how many sell plus this one is not up to 5. And of course Adekunle added his own spice into the sugar, that it was CeeC who went to go and tell Ilebaye and Doyin that something was about to happen in the dressing room. That was how they knew that it was linked to them to have done all this. I'm like, why are you people being so bitter and conniving? But whatever it is, I am loving it. Moving on from that, there was still more fights to be dished tonight, and the next one was the one between Seyi and Alex. It turns out when she was lamenting about his drinks that were stolen by the housemates who didn't get into the party, Alex had to ask him like a question of how it take happen, what it happen, and then Seyi blew off on her, saying that I beg she should carry her nonsense, something like that, right? Because I didn't exactly see everything that happened in that instance. And then Seyi went off on her, and then Alex had to fight back and was like, I beg you will not be shouting on somebody as if you own any small thing, you be insulting him, insulting family, and I'll be walking on eggshells because of you, because of all this nonsense you guys have been doing in this house. And she just kept telling her, don't hiss on me, because she actually hissed at him when he said that thing. She hissed and wanted to leave before he started hitting at her, and she was hitting back at him, and they were going back and forth. And here was Ike as the bestie of Seyi trying to calm him down. I'm like, what is happening? What? No, this is way too much. This was even hotter than yesterday, before yesterday. It seems by default, Big Brother's actions is instigating a lot of things. The housemates are naturally flowing into the energy of bringing content back to back. We are loving it, but there's one thing that these people cannot hide from us, is the fact that each of them is acting their real self, and we're seeing them for whom they truly are. And of course, I'm disgusted by most of them, by some of them, and a whole lot of other things. Anyways, guys, don't forget to subscribe, because I'm about to unleash so much more, because what?